And so we start chapter 2. So, all those hours first, that was only chapter 1. I'm not sure how many chapters we have here doing this game. But, yeah, this is only the beginning. I mean, I feel better about it then, because otherwise, like, yeah, it's gone this long and you in the first episode spoiled it was gonna be a microwave time machine. Yeah, sorry if you felt that was... I mean, it says in the first line basically about the game, like, what's this game about? They made a time machine out of a microwave. That ain't no broken though, of course. Either way, we have mail also. Hi, you got mail. Oh. Of course, that's what she's like. Moika, here. Are you a student, Okabekon? Are you on summer break? Moika? Moika? I don't know. Are you a day person or a night person? I'm a night person. If you'd rather I email you around a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want it to be a bother, so let me know. Okay, Moika? What would I want? I don't know, because, I mean, I'm a night person, but also working night, so, yeah. And during the day I record it, so that's no good time either. I never have a good time for receiving a mail, or at least not SMS, somewhat here, over phone. I don't like my phone any longer. It's betraying me! Just giving me salesmen and things like that. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call me. Some kind of face. I'm not very good with what all the emoticons mean. Bye. Moika, I would see the movie there, maybe to learn it, but I don't feel like it would. They only have those actual emotions, not like you type out where I can't really say. I mean, it's no eyes or very high up, and oh, it's a sweat mark there, of course. Nervous. It's a nervous face. I just remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. Nervous? That's okay. No, that's more like the... I'm a lot more comfortable communicating by email anyway. What about you? Obake-kun? Moika? Are you still asleep? Rise and shine. 3:28? I mean, I assume it isn't like PM there that I have it some like that on phone, cause in phones you have digital time. You know, every time I try to, oh, it's digital time, so I actually know when people want something like, yeah, let's meet at 6 o'clock. Okay, I mean, I'm awake both at the morning and at the evening at that time. I don't really feel like either is a good time for me to meet you, so which time is it? Well, it's evening, of course, like, what? Well, I'm supposed to know that. Like, oh, I say then 1800. Like, oh, so you've been in the military time. Like, no, it's fucking digital. Every computers, everything has it there these days. Have you talked to the super hacker yet? Oh, I also like to hear more about Jan What's-His-Face. I'm super curious. Moika. And last one. I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mail me when you wake up, okay? Yeah, it isn't so bad, it's just I can't really do that because then I have no time to record, also I have to go to bed at noon instead. Yeah, the dawn of a new day. Oh, right. Away with your phone. Yeah, Friday. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. I mean, it's noon you go to sleep. Me at least, no. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P. A big bottle. I mean, I usually chug 2 liters now when I take my Coke, and I really drink I don't drink Coke often, but when I do, I drink it. It's the same with alcohol. I don't drink it often, but when I do, I drink it. I drink a lot of every time I drink something, I actually take a lot of it. I drink so much water usually during the day. I'm exhausted. My hands... Wait, did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. Yeah, my stomach protest. Maybe I drank too fast. Yeah, probably. But bubbles, not good for you. That's why you shake the Coke first and let it like... Psss. Then once all the bubbles are gone, then you can fully shake it. I'm exhausted though. My hands are shaking slightly and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. Yeah, I mean, you only had one nighter and you're even falling asleep here. Like, and now you're saying, oh, I'm tired again. If you slept 1 hour there or something, you can probably go for another 5 at least. This building has a basic shower room, though no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Oh. There is at his computer, his back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fan humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, and he doesn't try to start a conversation. Well, neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside there is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, the shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wave was also a time machine. No. But Chris didn't seem willing to accept the result. She just started screaming. Oh? What did she scream? I mean, at the moment there before it seems like you can't mean it, but she was like open to the possibility, kinda. A time machine, it can be. Oh. Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. I mean, she's mad about it because that's the only explanation she also can get when we put actually the fact there in front of her, the different ones. Like, yeah, this happened, and this happened. The only logical conclusion then is a time machine, or it gives different result every time. And that's not how it works, really. Doing the same thing gives the same result. And that's what happened, and it's only one thing that matched. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home, grudges of a food run deep, I guess. I wonder there if Chris there, if she... I mean, we can be there like, yeah, she wouldn't accept it as a time machine there directly and therefore, but otherwise, if she does accept it, she don't want to accept it because then me seeing her that is like, holy shit, I actually died in another reality now, or not another world timeline, whatever you want to call it there, which leaves the lab empty save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave is indeed a time machine. But isn't it broken? I thought it broke through. It was still fine after that? The results, however. We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave, but everything failed. No change. Nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally. No yellowification. Suddenly we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last run of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precaution. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case, but... What? With electrical fire? Is that a good idea? Doesn't sound like a good idea. Powder maybe some... But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem 2. Mass increase. When a discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. Well, wasn't it something about gravity, the way Jan Titer explained his time travel? Oh. To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor too. It's only a temporary fix though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Brown is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it would cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase. If amateurs like us even can, that is. I mean, you mentioned before the increasing gravity to make the black hole rotate. Something like that, right? But the first two problems pale before the third one. The last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave. Problem 3, we're not even sure of the necessary condition to send emails to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now we're at an impasse. Which I would have told her a little bit more what they tried to, why it wouldn't work to redo it. They calling the phone that's on the phone wave, right? It's the phone. Supposed to get the message. You call it at this time and it receive it in the past. We started off in high spirits but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Oh, you hadn't slept there for morning. I thought you said a new day. Then you assume you spent. Another email pops up on my phone. Shining finger. Yeah, shining finger. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okabekun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk. Amano. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the IBM 5100. Pretty please. Mueka. Yeah, sure. Can we... I hadn't uploaded as I couldn't really reply. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiri Mueka. I never used email this often before. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw fast Shining Finger type. That should have been enough to tick me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry. I don't even feel like showering. I call out to Daru, who's hammering on the keyboard. Hey, wanna go to Sambo for some beef bowl? Mom. Nah, too much trouble. Mail again, Shining Finger, really? Oh, Mayuri.
Easy spending money is getting dangerously low. You know we need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. Angry face.
Spending money, what would I say to that then? Don't get angry. Next time I'll treat you to anything you want to eat, so keep buying more bananas for the sake of our experiments. Or you eat too much anyway. Go on a diet before it's too... No, I'm nice, okay? I'm a nice person. Even if I waste money. Yeah, buy more bananas. Sure. Sending mail. Come on, away phone. There we go. Aren't you hungry?
Yeah, but...
You're such a bum. What is he doing on the computer anyway? I'm curious, I casually peek over his shoulder. Alpaca man? Oh. There's an image of a futuristic looking facility I never seen before. I just get the vibes of Stargate, but otherwise I'm not. It's clearly not, but it has some similarities, like I suddenly start thinking of a richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Their size heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if something just wrong with him.
The large hadron collider sure is cute.
What? What did you just say? Large hadron collider. I know. Not just. I think it was also in the... It has something to do with the organization. Like the real organization that's supposed to exist here, not just the one in his mind. Is that an incantation? What? No, a secret technique. A machine.
Large hadron collider. You don't know about it.
I grabbed Darrow's relaxed shoulders and wringed them out.
What are you doing?
Are you conscious?
Of course, man.
What is this large hadron collider thing?
You know, it's what Sern uses to do their experiments, LHC for short. It's seriously more recommended.
What? You're lusting for something that's not even humanoid.
Of course not, but there's something about it that gets me excited, you know. It makes me smile, you know. Don't you feel that?
Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories and the underside of highways irresistible or something.
Yeah, same thing.
Where does it end? 2D, 3D and even inanimate objects.
I have a lot of love to give, okay? Life's too short. I don't want to limit my interest, you know? Besides, everything isn't just sexual love, okay? It can still be love anyway.
And yet you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite! Sern. The one that in future have created time travel according to Jan Titer. That name. I've seen it somewhere and recently. Where was it again? Oh, of course. Jan Titer!
Yeah, that guy you mentioned earlier. He's the guy at channel going crazy about, isn't he?
That one might be an imposter. I was talking about the Jan Titer who appeared 10 years ago.
Yeah, he appeared 10 years ago. The same guy?
I had hoped that Arrow would remember, but no such luck. Anyway, Jan Titer mentioned Sern. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of. Titer made a prediction, namely, that before the year 2034, Sern will develop a time machine.
A time machine, that's a timely topic, yeah. But that wasn't just 10 years ago. This new title said the same thing.
It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago or 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru. The point is, Sern will steal from us. No? This coincidence could very well be the choices of Stein's gate.
Can we trust this title guy even?
It doesn't matter if we trust him or not. Now we have something in common. A time machine. We should investigate, Sern. We got nothing to lose. Vigor returns to my body. I think we can have a lot to lose by investigating a pretty powerful organization that might or might not have a time machine in the future, which we're not even sure how they got a hold of. Yeah. And you're not just gonna be like, sure, let's go look at Sern. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Or we just meet Chris there. It also worked for them. Anyway, the phone wave experiment has hit a dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this. Tell me everything you know about Sern.
Shutting my son for this smoking hot.
Oh? It is. Darrow strikes his keys with renewed passion. Oh. He goes to the My Pictures folders and opens a folder literally called Sern. Sern is the world's largest particle physics research institution. It's popularly called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics or the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Oh, so it isn't something here in Japan where we are at the moment. Huh? Good. And for a moment thought they're like, yeah, it's close to the border of Switzerland. It is the one in Switzerland and France, the collider there. I wondered are they moving it here to Japan? And it's like, oh, we have a bigger one or something there, because that seemed to happen often. They're like, no, there's something that exists in the world. Well, here in our story, let's just move it to Japan and make it bigger and better and everything. But no, it's the one there in Switzerland and France. On the outskirts of Geneva, it's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web. Yeah, where they first made the web. The World Wide Web? You mean the internet?
Bingo, that thing at the beginning of the most URLs.
Sern invented that. Yeah, it was between their computers, so they could just communicate quickly between their own computers, and then it just spread somehow. I'm not sure about the thing in between them. All I know about Sern is what I read in Titus' book. I never knew that they were that amazing. Most
people aren't aware, but there's a Japanese research team working at Sern too.
I mean, wouldn't there be a team from all over the world, probably? What sort of research does Sern do? They put particles against each other, slamming them together, and see what happens. That's what they do. They collide there. It's a long circle where it just spins around, spin, and then, like smaller than atom, electrons and the other ones that are about that size, slam them together and see the universe be created. No. Something like that.
Particle physics, mostly.
See, particles at least.
Sern can do experience no one else can because they have the biggest particle accelerators in the world. The low energy antiproton ring, the proton synchrotron booster, the large electron positron collider. And the big boss is the largest accelerator in the world, the LHC Large Hadron Collider 10.
10? Yeah, 10. Which is that? Anthropomorphism? Otaku possesses the ability to anthropomorph in Mo form just about anything in the world simply by sticking 10 on the end of its name. Daru's power encompasses even particle accelerators. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings up the next image.
The LHC is a 27-kilometer long circular tunnel built underneath said anchors. Its purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reactions. They started experimenting last year. Before they started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes. Oh no, those mini black holes will swallow the Earth. The universe is in danger, etc.
Mini black holes. I'm pretty sure Titus said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about Sern true? What's the possibility of that actually happening?
100% that it won't. Sern officially denies it. Let's say a mini black hole was formed. The amount of energy would be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon formation. It would be impossible for it to swallow the world.
But where there's smoke, there's fire. If I remember correctly, Titor claimed Sern began time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they completed a time machine. Right now, it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to the official announcement, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious.
I mean, experimenting. Yeah, he said started the research. There's a lot between theories that are the first research, trying to come up with the idea and then starting experimenting with it and then also putting it in practice.
Of course, that's assuming Titor's story is true. Some of Titor's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Titor's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Titor's tale. Or at least I want there to be. I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. Don't be surprised. I've sniffed out an evil conspiracy. Jan Titor, Sern, you see where I'm going with this? Yeah, that's right. They likely connected to the organization. Coincidence? Come now, don't disappoint me. What? Evidence? Well, if you must know. Whispers. Whispers. Oh. Whispers of my mad scientist intuition. Those bastards are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, with mini black holes. But what if we were to steal the technology? What then? Of course, who do you think I am? Everything is the choice of Stein's gate. Elsrai Kongru! I put away my phone, then turned to find Daru giving me an exasperated look. Exasperated.
Yes, who are you fighting with?
Daru, I know what we must do.
What?
Oh, my Yuri.
Just hearing that from a Karen makes me happy. Thank you very much.
Maybe I should check the subject more like that. Thank you very much instead. And a sad face last time. Oh, no. Don't you wuss at me. You're supposed to grin like you know exactly what I'm talking about. What kind of super hacker are you?
I wanted him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So, what's in it for me?
And then we continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. It's not a grinning time. Me, a weak words of potato chip. There.
10 days. 10 days.
You sure are a glutton.
The dive makes you hungry, man.
Deal. Get started.
You got it, boss.
Or something like that. You have a real cool conversation. I don't feel it was a cool conversation. But the real world are just purses his lips.
You always give such half-backed explanation. Try to sound intelligible before you try to sound intelligent.
Work with me here. You are a super hacker.
Stop saying hacka. At least say hacker.
See where I'm going with this?
No, not at all.
I want you to hack into Sern. Hack into Sern. Got it. Darrow stares at me in disbelief. Ah, that's basically.
Is that some kind of joke?
I know you can do it, Darrow. Expose their dastardly deeds and find any hints you can about the time machine.
Dastardly deeds? You just imagine that stuff occurring.
We stand at a crossroads. Will the phone wave become a functional time machine, or will it die as garbage in lab storage?
You serious?
I'm always serious. And I always tell the truth, you know that. I look Darrow straight in the eye as I answer. Come on, Darrow. You can do this. Looks like that made him understand my position. Darrow sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight.
I'm not responsible for the consequences, got it?
Suddenly, Darrow is bursting with energy. It's like his earlier lethargy was alive. Can he go super hacker? Deal. Get started.
Let's do this.
For your payment, I'll deposit a week's supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account.
First, I would want my money near where they are the ones I'm hacking, right? Besides, I don't think Swiss banks can't take potato chips.
Darrow doesn't respond. He's already deep in concentration. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep. It's all yours. When we gonna go eat? I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Darrow's keyboard lull me to sleep.